And now, a Fox Carolina First Alert Weather Day update.
Well, it is now a tropical depression hanging out pretty much right over Memphis. It's moved all across Mississippi, and now Francine is much weaker. It's really just a rainmaker and a little bit of gusty wind out to our west. Watching some feeder bands through Alabama that could potentially bring isolated tornado warnings. Now for us, we're just getting the garden variety rain out of it, and it's fairly cool and stable where we are. So we're not expecting any thunderstorms over the next few hours, keeping things just light rain. But you can see it's been really taking over the area. And if you haven't seen it yet, Gaffney Union, it's going to be closing in on you here pretty soon. And then this will just be the rule the next several hours as we get this light rain. We could use it, though. This data just came in today. We're actually looking at a level 3 drought, a severe drought that includes the city of Clemson over toward Abbeville and other areas where you see that kind of peach color here, beige, I guess, from Greenwood to Asheville. It's a level 2 drought. So we've seen it worsen. We've certainly gotten a lot drier outside, so we could use a little bit of this rain. And we'll get some more tomorrow. It's a first alert weather day. Temperatures in the 60s. We'll have off and on rain. Not going to rain all day, but whenever we do see some, there's going to be tropical moisture involved, so it could certainly get heavy at times. Temperatures kept down because of the fact that we're going to have the clouds and the rain and that northeast breeze. Temps in the 70s for the most part. So here's the rest of this evening. 8 o'clock, still getting the rain, and then it kind of goes off and on overnight. You can see some pockets of heavy rain develop, and this particular model keeping a lot of that in western North Carolina, but it could easily slide farther south into the upstate as well. So this is something we'll be monitoring throughout tonight and into tomorrow. As with tropical systems, it's all about where those heavier bands really set up. And then into Friday night, Saturday morning, things start to calm down. Many of you may be hitting the road to Columbia early for the big game. Not looking at any huge rain chances. We've removed our first alert weather day as we're not looking at the big heavy downpours that were a potential, but there's still going to be some nuisance rain out there. So just be aware of that, and can't rule out a couple of heavy downpours coming in toward Saturday night. Now, our next big thing after the first round from Francine, we're going to be watching the East Coast. Here's a look at Francine that's going to be moving on out, kind of fading out with time, and then we're going to be watching the coastline. By Sunday, it's going to be an area that could potentially develop into something organized. Right now, it looks like just a coastal low, but it's going to be pushing on into the Carolina coast on Monday evening and could send us some rain by Tuesday. So something to monitor. The data really still coming together on it since it hasn't even formed yet, but we're keeping rain chances in because of that possibility early next week. But through the weekend, we're keeping rain chances on the lower side. So no washout, just have a backup to anything that you're doing outside. Friday looks like a bigger deal with the rain, so we're going with a first alert weather day, even though the good news is it should not rain all day and it should not be all that torrential. In the mountains, looking ahead to pockets of heavy rain tomorrow, and then watching for a little more shower activity this weekend and next week. Be sure to download the Fox Carolina First Alert Weather app. Scan the code, get the app for free, and that way we can better serve you by sending you updates straight to your phone.